Okay, let's check the turn 8. Good. Okay, we have lots of infantry moving around there. We have infantry moving around there. Scout there. OMG section. Okay, that's not good. Nothing on this side at the moment. Okay, he's taken that, so we know he's where he is. Let's watch the replay. Okay, so that's it. All right. Okay. Ow. Ow. I took 4 casualties. 5 casualties. All at one burst. Fucking hell. Okay. Well, that's what happens when you're out in the open. And he's higher up than me as well, so that's not gonna help. Okay, let's check suppression. As I said, let the casualties begin. Well, usually on my side. Let's check formation leaders. Just looking for suppression here. And we'll zoom out and look around. Okay, so all right, zoom out. Let's check it in detail. Okay, so these guys don't see anything, and his suppression's good. Okay, 3 enemies seen. We gotta deal with that LMG, I think. Somehow. Okay, he's pinned. Should I rally him now? Well, he's finished. He is finished. There's nothing. He's out of the fight. If I rally him now, I may be able to move him, but I think I'll leave him pinned for now. Actually, moving him probably will be a bad idea, considering the LNG probably has him as a target and will opportunity fire. Actually, will probably has a range that's set longer, so we'll get an opportunity fire when he moves. So we may not want to do that. Okay. You can actually see the LMG on the hill there, but I don't think that's got any chance of getting a hit. Yeah, man, the LMG is visible from quite a ways away. Well, having that high ground is going to benefit him quite a lot. May want to put some smoke on top of it, maybe. Maybe it might be a good idea. Okay, that's it. Let's have a look. So, what is these chance? What is the range on that? 21. Nope, it's too far away. Don't actually see anything. To do. Now, worst case scenarios has occurred. Now feeling like I probably should have moved forward faster, because the amount of time is we're on turn 8, and I didn't really think he'd be taking 8 turns to get to this position. He deployed really far back. So yeah, didn't anticipate that. If I thought if I thought this was going to be a possibility, I actually would have been moved a lot faster, because I would have been able to get here very easily, because I deployed quite far forward. As one of the benefits of being player 1 is you have that, you don't have to worry about what player 2 is going to do too much. Well, a little bit. I mean, if you have enough artillery, you could deploy artillery right on your start line, and hope he's going to hit a few things. But you need a lot of artillery for that. We don't have that much. So, let's look around. We might see something else. No, nothing yet. Yeah, these buildings are now helping them. He's behind the building, so he's not going to see anything. G. Nope. Don't think you can see anything from there. No. Okay, it's not quite useful yet. Yeah, this position's not working out. This LMG squad's quite large. It looks like a 5-man squad based on the icon. That's quite a lot of men for an LMG. They're probably carrying a hell of a lot of ammo. That's what it was. So let's look around with these guys. I don't think they'll see anything. It's about as bad as it's gonna get, I think. So here's the high ground. Can't really, actually, no. I don't know if there's anybody else up there though. That's the problem. How fast is he moving? Oh, he's not moving. Okay, well that's actually. So these guys can't fire, and so maybe we'll take out the scout. But I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't know if there's anything else around here. Well, the thing of it is, if there's other units up here that are not moving, then the reason we can see that one is because it's fired. It gave its position away. How many times did it fire? I think it fired twice, which is more than enough. Yeah, it fired twice. That's why we have a good line of sight on it. Range 4 hexes, so they must have fired at these guys here. Or these guys here. I'm gonna have to look at the replay again. So I'm not sure where this one occurred, which scouts were being fired at. Range 4 hexes, the only place that makes sense is here, I think. Yeah, but anyway, it's best to look at it again, not to assume. So possibilities here is we can try and take that out. Yeah, it's a good possibility. However, it's difficult to do with only one Schützen at that range. And these guys are exposed to that. Did he? Was he? Yeah. I missed that. He has some suppression. But it's only 5, so it's no need to worry about it. Actually, I should rally him because that might improve his chance of spotting things. Okay. No, let's not waste a rally point. I think there's enough units around here that would spot other things. Yeah, I think we've got enough units there that can spot. So in the end, I still didn't move fast enough. I slowed down way earlier than I should have. It's really kind of annoying. I don't know why well, I made an assumption, and I guess well, I mean, it's a reasonable assumption because in this type of a game, I think most people would deploy as far forward as possible. You don't really have a lot of transport, so I didn't actually anticipate it would take until turn 6. I think we started actually seeing each other, so I probably would have had another turn, 2 turns of good rapid movement. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. It's very hard to know, of course, because you don't know exactly what happened out of your line of sight. And that LMG's in a really good position up there. And your artillery I call in will only arrive after my opponent's turn, so may not be very useful. Okay, and he's in line of sight of that now. He's moving 4. He's not moving, so actually he's been there a whole turn. Okay. Yeah, so he's been there a whole turn. Because the only reason that he's not moving is because he didn't move in the previous turn, and the only way that could have happened is if he was there for that whole, like he's been in that position for a whole turn. So actually, my opponent's been here a while. It's not just that he's just showed up here, he's been here a while. He's been waiting for me to show up. Actually, so he got here very early. He got here much earlier than I'm thinking he did, and just camped because there was no reason for him to do anything else. I mean, it's a perfect position, right? It's that high ground. So, I don't know what I'm gonna do here. I mean, I don't have that there, so I don't know if there's any. We don't have any good line of sight to that side. There's gotta be a scout around here somewhere, I'm thinking. So... oh yeah, I'm gonna look at the replay again, see where that... which scout... well, I know which one it was, but I just want to confirm it. Okay, so yeah, it was what I thought it was, just to be sure. So in this area, I'm gonna keep pushing forward. He's now moving 4. Again, not sure how that's possible. Oh well, over the mix, it should be 2. And he was in this position before, so that might not be the same one we saw before, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a different unit. Okay, so I'm gonna move up here, have a look around. So I do that. And he gets shot at, nobody's gonna see where that came from. Or will there be somebody who can see that? Yeah, okay, there is. Yep, we have line of sight, so... okay, nothing close by unless it's not moving, in which case... we have no chance of seeing it anyway. Well, if there's a scout unit here that hasn't moved in a while, then there's no way I'm seeing it. Now, the question is, has he been seen? Okay, probably not. Because if he'd been seen, then he might have set it as set his range to actually take that, because he don't know where the other infantry is. Okay, so I'm not too happy with leaving him on the road, but so the only units they can see are up there. We can't see past this field. I have line of sight on it here, so hopefully that works out. Moving on the road here, he has no concealment, so I'm just relying on the fact I'm only moving 1 hex to avoid being seen there, but I want to find out if this one will get line of sight if he moves here. No. Well, that sucks. Okay, but we'll leave him there for now. It's not terribly useful, unfortunately, because there's a field in there. Random maps, yeah. Well, I mean, design maps are just as bad. In fact, design maps are worse because they go out of their way to make things annoying, whereas here they're just randomly annoying. Okay, this side. Cool. So we're gonna look at whether to start turning in or I'm actually thinking moving these guys towards the. I mean, they really in a bad position here because they can't really help. They're too far away. But it does mean moving them across the open ground again. So as usual, I'm on my back foot because I made poor decisions earlier on. I find once I get into the battle, it goes a little easier because the tactical options can become fewer. But when at the beginning, I tend to make choices that are confining me, and later on, it happens over and over again. I don't know how to avoid it. I guess it's just experience, maybe. I'm hoping, because now, like I said earlier, maybe I could have moved earlier, but I doubt it. I doubt I could have moved earlier. Moved faster earlier. Moved faster than I did because I think I slowed down at the right time. Still took a lot of casualties here. Now he took a lot of casualties because he was on the road, and that was a mistake. I mean, they're gonna have to cross that road anyway, but we're gonna have to deal with that LNG first. Uh, or they could pull back. I don't know. I mean, it's a possibility. I don't. There's not really in place taking. I'm about halfway, right? So don't know. Don't know. Yeah, leaving infantry on road is not good. I mean, that's why I took so many casualties. There was no protection, no cover for him at all. But anyway, okay. Well, if they're going to move forward, yeah. Well, if this infantry is going to move forward, then the scouts have to get a little bit ahead so that we can get an idea of what we're up against. Because we can't see right now. We cannot see past that building there. Yeah. Oh, we can. Okay, so we can see that building. Okay, there's enemies around there, not giving themselves away yet. You don't want to get another scout over here. How much you can do? I have to leave him on the road because he's not gonna. Okay, so this is a tricky area. I don't know whether I should push forward here. Lacking numbers again. I always feel that way. I don't. Hard to shake it. Now he can actually see that. Can he see that? I don't know. No, he can't. So anybody in that position will not be very useful. scouts first. Let's put them back here. So I'm gonna move that scout in there once he's moved out. I want to get him out of there because that's the last known position. Trying to think whether I should move him forward. That may be obvious because that would be where you could potentially put mortar fire. So I'm thinking probably move him. I'm gonna move him this way actually. He's gonna move in there. Still leaves that one on its own. I don't know if I can't see any way to provide supporting fire. Except by moving up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move up. So this platoon will move towards the buildings there. Now nobody can hit that building, unfortunately, from the positions I have at the moment. He might be able to hit it. That one. Because I'm more concerned about that one at the moment. Although, yeah, I can target it, so that's not too bad. Okay, we have that side covered. Unfortunately, if I move over here, I don't have that one covered, but I don't think anybody can fire at him from that position. This one here, different matter. Because nobody can see that, unfortunately. Okay, well. More scout maneuvering, I think, is needed here, but I think the scouts are done. So we have a line of sight on the scout here, and so far nobody else can see it. If he moves, oh, okay, there's trees here, so those will block line of sight. I'm trying to decide whether if he moves forward, will he see that? I don't know. I'd have to actually put him there to find out. I mean, it does mean giving up some cover, though. That's unfortunate. So you can see both of them, and he can see both of them. Okay, I have no idea what I'm going to do there, so I'm going to zoom out and ponder that for a few seconds. Problem is I have no idea where anything else is, and so I think my first chance is to take that. So I'm probably going to need to move things here before I move the scouts, I think. Yeah, that's probably better. Let's see if we can get a line of sight from here. Yes, we can. Okay, so we've got 2 units that can hit him. What are they armed with? Carbines and SMG. The carbine is probably short range, I think. Scouts usually are only armed with short range weapons. Usually. Now, it depends what he said he's ranged to. He fired that at 4 hexes. Yeah. And he fired... yeah, so the carbine has at least a range of 4. The SMG is probably a range of 3. Okay. Okay, still don't know. Okay, so we are visible to that one from there. Move this scout unit. It might be able to get a shot here. Or make a shot at. Damn it. It does create a possibility. I mean, it's only 2% chance of hitting though. If he fires again, that would increase, but I have to leave the scout car out in the open. But that would probably tempt whatever's up here to open up on it. It'll be destroyed. I mean, it'll go boom very quickly. Okay, so do I move up here? Do I move out to engage? He knows there's something on this side. He hasn't seen it yet, but I mean, he doesn't know. I took out his scout, or one of them anyway. So if there's another scout here, it's lying low, probably up here. But if that's the case, then I have that somewhat covered from this position. Yes. The range is a bit long though. But anyway, that's the reason I put those up there, to cover this open ground. So I think they will move forward here. I should look around just in case. Spot something we haven't. Just the same units, that hasn't changed. Yeah, okay. One of the annoying things of using higher visibility setting is that you really can't know what you've seen. Like it says enemy seen, but you know, you don't know if it's the same enemies because it may just be out of it may be far enough away that it's actually a different unit, and so you can't assume that it's the same one. And that's only because we are running at 25 visibility. At a lower visibility, it becomes much more safer to make that assumption. And I think one of the reasons why I'm struggling with looking around and making sure I check that is because most scenarios are designed with very low low visibility. Usually, like 20 is high in a scenario. It's usually in the low double digits, and you even have single digit visibility, especially the older ones. It actually, I think it teaches a very it doesn't really teach you to look around as much as you should. Wish I could see more out of that. It depends on where he's moving, but I don't know. I mean, if there's anything down here, well, okay, if it's back here, then the chances of them seeing me are very low because I'm only moving, well, 1 hex, cautious movement, so chances of them seeing me are very, very low. Now, they might have seen me before and now he's able to track me, right? Because if they've seen me up here when I was moving faster, then all bets are off because now they'll keep line of sight of me fairly well, even though I slowed down quite a lot now. So yeah, I mean, if there's a unit here, like if there's a unit here that he hasn't seen, which would be kind of surprising. You know, if there's a unit that's say 1, 2, 3, 4. If it's an elite unit, but I don't see how that would be possible because then they'd be in 3x's of that. It's possible because if it hasn't moved in a few turns, then it's possible. But who knows? I mean, we'll find that out as things go on. So I moved that. I might as well move other infantry here. Okay, so I'm going to move, since he's not going to be very helpful in that position, I'm going to move him this way. Now, he's in line of sight of that, I think. Yeah. Yeah, so is he. So actually would be a bad thing to move him now. Okay, well, let's put this guy in here first. I think he provides. Yes, he does. Okay, so he can cover both of those. That's handy. Okay. I'm just going to put him here. No, I'm not going to leave him there, because I might put him into that one instead. What can he see? Yeah, that's a good position, so he can hit those two buildings. Can't hit anything past that, obviously, because the building, well, that building blocks line of sight. But actually, I may not care too much about that. So I'll move this platoon up this way. Or is it not worthwhile doing that? I don't know. My urban fighting skills are not very good. Actually, what I'd like to do is get them up to at least provide some close support, but or move up around the side, because I don't really want to get two platoons trapped in the town. But on the other hand, it might be better to have these guys actually move up to this side and try to advance up through here. I mean, I don't know who took that. I'm not sure if it's the scout that might have taken that. That hasn't been taken yet, so there's nothing moved up through it. But it could have moved up through this side, obviously. It could be there. Well, this is the problem with town fighting. I mean, especially the way the random maps are. There's no roads between the buildings. There's no separation between the buildings. So basically, it's like fighting in forest, really, but with better cover. At least the buildings protect you a little bit more. But if you just moved into a hex and bumped into another unit, I mean, that's it. You're going to take casualties. So yeah, I don't think, yeah, it's not worthwhile having these guys all the way over there, so I'm going to move them closer. And see what happens. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing, might as well just try stuff and see if it matters, if I can make it work. Now, of course, the problem with doing this is that it does open up the possibility that now something will try to sneak up that side. Yeah, well, can't cover everything. But if actually from this position, I might be able to cover that side anyway a lot better. The slope provides the same kind of cover that trees do, so I think trees provide more concealment though. But it's hard to know because there's nothing. I haven't found anything in any of the books, in any of the manuals about actual concealment. Because concealment and cover is not the same thing in the way we're talking about it here. Okay, and do I want to leave him? I'm actually going to move him this way. Yeah, you might as well move him in this way. I'm moving units around without looking around. Yes, unless there's something over here. But also we only moved one hex, so minimizing the possibility of being spotted. Okay, they moved. Oh, actually, we can't hit that building. Not that one, unfortunately. see if they send the scout forward again, or that either that hex or that hex will get hit with mortar fire, I think. Depending. I mean, you may have moved. Who knows? Who knows? I mean, who knows what I didn't see, right? Because I mean, the game doesn't show you the things you missed. So you know, if a scout unit moved in here and my scout didn't see it, then I wouldn't be. I would have no way of knowing I've been seen there, and that hex will now be targeted as well. Let's see. Okay, well that's good because he took a shot, so. Yeah, so if he fires again, he's not going to be able to move. Not able to get good shots on them at all. Okay, they pulled back. And we lost sight of them. And that smoke's actually helped me out. A little bit, anyway. Yep, actually it helped me out a lot. Actually, that helped a lot, because now suddenly that unit can't see me. Free smoke! Yeah, okay. Now, the question is though, can I still see it from... Yeah, I can still see it from here, I think. That smoke won't last long, although this smoke lasts longer than the stuff you get out of the smoke canisters that the actual smoke grenades that the that the infantry carry. It's really quite weird. Okay, so we lost sight of that. Smoke is blocking line of sight to that, even though, yeah, apparently, because we had line of sight on that before. Okay, well that changes things here quite a bit. Question is, do I rally him now? I want to get him off the road, so he's got to move forward. But that is risky, because we're definitely getting very close to possible enemy positions here. Like in this area here, maybe even more units on the slope that we haven't seen. So what is our line? We have line of sight here. Don't have a choice. I think I'm gonna rally him now. Okay, suppression's reduced. Scout's gotta do what a scout's gotta do, right? And nothing fired at him. Doesn't mean anything. Now, I mean, he's close enough to this area here. We can still be seen from there. Why is that? Why is it we can still be seen from... Okay, then this involves some risk then, because he's probably still got a range set on that one. He's probably got a range set, and if he sees me, he's toast. Yeah, because he would have had a range set to whatever that target was. I think it was probably 3. Was 8 hexes. So he would have, and then I retreated to 1, so he would have needed a set of 9, possibly 10 to compensate for moving away from it. So this guy's actually moving in his line of sight, and onto the road, which is going to leave him plainly visible. Now actually, we have an answer for that. We'll move over here. Now he may still get shot at. I can't really do anything with these guys because unless I move up that way. moves that way, then he gets back in line of sight. Although, no, if he was at him as a target, he might hit him because of the range. Because this position here had line of sight. There. So we need to avoid those hexes if possible. So he needs to move back here. Oh, right, he won't move because he needs to be rallied. Yes, but I didn't rally him before because I wasn't sure what I was going to do. But now I have a pretty good idea. So let's actually put him, let's move these guys first. That puts him out of line of sight of that. Let's rally him now. So we get him to move. Yeah, let's put him here. And we'll move him forward to there. Yeah. Platoon leader will stay there. Right. All left to do. He's never moved. Oh yeah, he hasn't moved. Put him this way. And in actual fact, I could move him again. Not much point though. I'm just gonna put this guy closer. Leave company HQ there. Now, some of these units didn't move. Like the Zephyr did not move, so any artillery fires could be that would have been targeted at X is gonna be gotta hit him square on, full in the face. But of course these guys moved, so any artillery that hits in the area is gonna be bad anyway. Okay, so trying to decide how to deal with the LMG. So we've lost sight of it now. Let's see, if we leave it like that, he has to move. He has to actually move quite a lot in order to get line of sight on us again. But he probably won't. No, he's definitely going to move. If nothing else, just to get back at a line of sight. And then, because then we won't know where he is, and that's helpful for my opponent, but not for me. I still don't know where these LMGs would be helpful. I'm going to continue to move them across this way. Get him up to this building here and see if that helps. Don't think he can see anything. No. Okay, I'm thinking there's no much point in staying here because he can't see anything. He's gonna be calling in artillery blind. And actually, I'm inclined to have these be in line of sight of the hill. Um, It's not really what I had in mind originally. So I won't move the mortars just yet. I'll leave that until later. Decide whether I'm going to call in any artillery. There's a Jaeger in here. Fancy Jaeger here. The mortar's there for now. There for now. Do I need to call in artillery? I don't know because that's moving, so it'll probably continue to move. LMG section hasn't moved, but he's probably going to, and that's going to make it difficult to predict where. One possibility is put smoke on top of there. Well, as it stands now, this smoke will take probably a couple of turns to clear before we can see through it. Like smoke grenade smoke is clears in like one turn. This stuff takes a little bit longer. No idea where it's coming from. Well, my suspicion is that the game designers had to find a way to make pulling back actually mean something. Because the problem, there's probably because the thing is, if you're pulling back and you're not out of sight, then what good does it do you, right? So actually, I think like that kind of maneuver should have been left to the player. It should have been something that there should be like a chance to move when you're given the chance to pull back manually rather than just have it pull back in the direction of the retreat hex, because that would allow the player to pull back into good cover, and if there's no cover, then forget it. You just don't get it. You just leave them where they are, and you try to rally them later. And really, maybe don't even need that, because pulling back is something that you order. Units can panic and then pull back, but I guess it's supposed to simulate running away, which the panic, the unit panicking and actually pulling back. But then why the smoke, right? Because I just counter argued my explanation of why we have all this smoke in the game. Because really, there's an excessive amount of smoke in the game from that. Well, when units retreat. Okay, so I don't think there's much else I can do. Just decide whether I'm going to call in artillery fire on that. Well, and what I can do is probably pound the crap out of that hill. Make it very unsafe. And they'll put up smoke anyway, so and it'll arrive just as fast. But so let's see if we did that. have 4 hexes. One each. Actually, one thing I haven't looked at is how much ammo I'm getting here. Let's have a look. Not a lot, as usual. That's not bad. 48. 25. Terrible. That was not bad. So, let's make this a hill unhealthy for anybody who's up here. I think. Okay, so timing bug is being very annoying. Because I'm not calling any artillery from the 50 millimeters. We can move them if I can figure out where to move them. The thing of it is, like, this area does not provide any opportunity for them to actually get any hits from behind it. So the only chance, the one possibility is actually moving up into the buildings. Well, I'm gonna move them that way anyway. The thing of it is, I mean, they're gonna be very exposed, right? So, because that would give them the height advantage needed to fire over this height 1 area here, and they would be able to do it. They would have the protection of the stone building, but I mean that it'd give their position away pretty quickly. So I don't think they'll survive very long there. On the other hand, how much ammo do these guys have? Not very much. That one's not bad. Okay, yeah, let's move that way. That's the best we can do for now. Anything else? Everybody's moved. Should I move the tanks forward now? I think that'd be a good idea. Yeah. Because it looks like they're going to be called upon to do some work. So, should I leave that exposed? Moving back 1 probably will not hide him, I think. Let's find out. He's got plenty of movement left. Yes, it will. Okay. That's not bad, because if he moves 1 hex forward, he gets shot from out of the orchard area. We have line of sight up on this side to them. That's too far. If I move out this way. It's gonna be seen from there. Not sure why. Actually, that's bad because we can be seen from that hill up there. Hmm. On the other hand, that does provide a better position. There's a scout up there that's, it's been spotted, but so is that. The couple of Wagenwood was in that position the last turn, so that may not be a good idea. Let's move them back this way. I think that works. Oops, got to remember to click it. Yeah, just in case. Okay, still problem with line of sight to there. Okay, it's moved them around a bit, but that's not what I wanted to achieve. Because I did say a few turns ago I should need to check line of sight, and I guess I just did now. Alright, so everything's moved, I think. Yeah, let's check ranges and then we're done. Three, three, three. Yeah, I mean, if he drops it in this area, then I mean, then these guys have a big problem. So can't really. There's really no way to avoid getting hit with mortar fire here, I think. Reduce his range back to 3, and we'll make his range 0. And we'll turn a full heavy shit. Hopefully that avoids him getting spotted too easily. Next. Up. Range is 3. Range is 3. 0. He moves there. Because that was 7. Don't know. It's too far away. He's not in good cover, so let's try and keep him. Give him a low profile at the moment. Range is 3. Now, the unit that had some of them in line of sight is quite far away, so it might not give too much information away. All right. It can still be seen from there. Hopefully, we're far enough away that the reverse is not true, because I'm moving very slowly and he fired, both of those fired, so that's why I think we have a good line of sight on them. Range of 3. Yeah, so we now can see all the way out to that point, and so far we're seeing nothing. We'll have to work with what we know. LMG. There's really nothing for him to fire at. If I could, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I'll go for 7. And I think. So 1. Yeah, go for 7. It's about medium range for him, so hopefully that's not too bad. Not ideal though. I mean, that's probably won't really help if something does go down there. Their range is at 10, and he's at 10. Just move the tanks around a bit, try and get them into a position where they might be of use. Who knows? Unfortunately, there was a hex there like I felt I needed to avoid using, because I just realized now that there's a possibility that the Kubelwagen was seen in that hex there. So from this position up down here, actually this hill is quite now troublesome. So we got to keep an eye on that. All right, I think that's it. Let's end the turn, and we should expect some artillery. No artillery. Okay. No